Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi Shive, and this morning we're visiting with Anna Cason. She's a senior extension associate for the University of Kentucky. Today, you are going to be our guide to building a great smoothie. We know that smoothies are a great option, but can you talk to us about why there are so many benefits to smoothies?
Yeah, absolutely. So smoothies are convenient. You can make them, you can take them with you on the go. You can enjoy them in a cup, in a bowl. You can add stuff to it. They can be just a sweet treat if you want something almost dessert-like. It can be a little snack, or it can be a full meal with the right ingredients. So today we'll kind of talk about the steps to building a better smoothie. So we're going to
Yes.
break the smoothie down into three parts and we're going to focus on the letter B. So the first one's the base, the second one is the bulk, and then lastly, we're going to top it off with the boost. So first, the base, whenever you're building your smoothie in a blender, maybe it's a big blender you're building or you're making a few different servings of it, or if you have a personal blender, either way, first for the base, we're going to add the liquid portion. A lot of times we think of milk or a milk alternative for it. You can also use cottage cheese, something a little different, but I feel like it's having its moment in the spotlight right now. It'll add some extra protein. You can add yogurt, fruit juices, or vegetable juices. Great options. If you are reaching for those, try to choose one that has less added sugar with it. And then also something that's convenient that we don't really think about is water. You typically have access to it. You can put your blender under the sink for just a couple seconds, put some water in there, and it'll help make those ingredients smooth and blended. The second B is the bulk, and that's going to be the biggest part of the smoothie. That's where we add fruits and vegetables. Great part with smoothies is you can add fresh ones. Maybe you have a banana that's a little brown. It's been sitting on the counter for a couple days. Throw it in there, you'll never know. You can add frozen vegetables and fruits, and you can also add canned options. Same with those juices. Look for ones that are unsweetened or that have little added sugar. And then the boost, it's going to be like the boost of nutrition, the boost of flavor, a little extra texture, anything that you want. Something fun, you can think of cocoa powder, maybe a splash of vanilla, honey, maybe some flax seeds or chia seeds, really anything.
Anna, do you have any last tips and tricks with our smoothie building?
Yeah, absolutely. So for a general guide, think about adding a cup of the base, a cup and a half of the bulk, and then your boost is really to taste. Kind of sprinkle it in at the end. Start small. You can always add more. Lastly, my favorite trick with the smoothie, before you just get rid of the motor part of your blender, don't put it up in the pantry just yet. Fill up your blender with a little bit of water and a dash of dish soap, and then blend it up, getting the initial layer of the ingredients out of there so it makes it a breeze to clean up at the end.
That is a great tip, and I always forget about it. I definitely go through phases where I make smoothies. I love adding spinach to my smoothie because vegetables are always something that I seem to struggle to get in. But I really am glad that you mentioned the new cottage cheese trend. Anna, why is cottage cheese a great thing to add?
So it's been around forever, but it's having this moment in its spotlight right now. It's great. It's creamy. It's going to add that creamy texture like milk or even ice cream would. It's going to have additional protein. So
Mm.
cottage cheese is packed with protein, so it's a great way to add that protein punch without doing something that we typically think of protein, like protein powder or um, beans or something like that.
Definitely, and it's very low cost. And any time that we can add extra protein, it's going to help keep us fuller longer. So that is something I have been wanting to try in my smoothies. And I think even if you are not a cottage cheese fan, maybe give it a try because the great thing about smoothies is they kind of take on the flavor of whatever fruit and the different ingredients that you're adding it to. So Anna, so many great tips. Thank you so much for being with us today on the Farm and Home Show. If you would like more information or recipes, we have so many at your local extension office. Thanks for joining us today on the Farm and Home Show, and we'll see you next time.